Hey everybody, Scott here with a review of The Hangover Part 3. After the disappointing second film in the series, this so-called final chapter in director Todd Phillips' trilogy is something of a return to form. Ditching the blackout gimmick from the first two movies, Part 3 turns out to be an occasionally sweet story that can also get pretty dark at times, but it manages to provide enough of the R-rated humor that has made the series so successful. Part 3 is still essentially a twisty-turny mystery story. The Wolfpack must deal with the machinations of Ken Jeong's manic pervert, Leslie Chow. Chow is basically an honorary member of the Wolfpack at this point, and the film even opens with him escaping, Shawshank style, from a Thai prison. From there we meet up again with Zach Galifianakis' Alan, whose spoiled off-his-meds man-child brattiness brings on a fatal heart attack in his dad. Somehow Phillips and Galifianakis are able to play this moment as both bleak and darkly humorous, and that's the balance the film straddles for much of its running time. Only fellow Wolfpackers Phil, Stu, and Doug can convince the self-destructive Alan that he needs help, but they're soon sidetracked by John Goodman's crime boss, Marshall, who's looking for Chow and thinks the Wolfpack can find him. Poor Justin Barther gets sidelined once again while Marshall holds Doug hostage, but the rest of the guys travel to Mexico, and then, of course, back to Vegas one more time in their search for Chow. Chow's ridiculously over-the-top antics fuel a lot of the requisite insanity of this hangover, and sometimes he's just too much to take, but this is really Alan's show anyway. Not only does Galifianakis take the character to strange, new, sometimes off-putting places comedically, but Alan also meets his match in Vegas pawnshop owner Cassie, played by series newcomer Melissa McCarthy. McCarthy is only in a few scenes in the film, but her interplay with Galifianakis is really memorable, and Ed Helms and Bradley Cooper are left with not a heck of a lot to do this time around, when they're not evading Chow's superhuman depravity, that is. The film isn't always successful in balancing the various tones it's going for, but it does feel like it's trying to be more than just another sequel. Oh, and be sure to stay for a mid-credits scene that seems to prove that while the Wolfpack has grown up some, the antics will always continue. IGN gives The Hangover Part 3 a 7 out of 10.